What's going on, world? It's your boy at Big Game James _36, and this is Big Games B.S, part of the Den Media Group, presented by Alpha Clinic Online. Check out Alpha Clinic Online, man. Listen, bro. Hey, check. A lot of you men yesterday, very hormonal, extremely hormonal. Matter of fact, I want you to listen to the hormones raging. We're gonna go back to this. If you can go to our notes, right? So I want you to hear what hormonal low. I never really had an audio. Go to what's it? PortalPalooza. One of those. Not. It's probably the second one. Nah, it's the third one. My bad. The third one under that. Nope, that's it. I was wrong. That's it. I want you to hear and we're gonna play it again, but I need you guys to understand that it's an epidemic. If you're over the age of 30, men, go get your blood levels checked, get your hormone levels checked. You know, your testosterone, your estrogen levels. A lot of this stuff is extremely low, and I have concern for you guys, because there's some guys that are on this that I recognize and that I know, and I've heard them in other spaces. And if you listen to the inflections in the voices, you hear the pain and about what happens with little boys, what they're doing to them. It's bitch-made behavior, and I need to get that bitch about you. And the way you get that bitch about you is Alpha Clinic Online. We check your levels. We can get you TRT. We get that testosterone. We can get all of these different things going in the right direction. But you should not be influenced, and your everyday shouldn't be so possessed by what little boys are doing. Play the video, and we got to come back again, but this is wild, man.
Fuck with you, Monty. Shout out my nigga Whoa.
But you got it fucked up. Fuck you, Monty. You ain't got no fucking point. You ain't even talking right now. Oh, you just start talking. Go ahead, Monty. That was him. He just started talking. My bad. Go ahead.
300 people in the world. Take our kill.
That's Cormani McClain, the kid talking.
You don't give a fuck. That's the problem right there.
All right, see, look at that. Boom. If we don't give a fuck, then we don't give a fuck. See, boom. Just like that. No problem.
Bro, we had high hopes for you, my nigga. Hey, no, on some real shit, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. On some real shit, no troll shit, fool. You 20 years old, bro. I got partners that didn't make it to C20. You don't give a fuck, nigga. Your mama give a fuck, fool. I don't know what you want. You think you bigger than the program? You think you bigger than the world? I get that. It's probably shit that did play a factor in that, nigga. I can't take that away. But for you to say you don't give a fuck now, niggas care about you, fool. You got 300 some people in here, nigga. You letting everybody else down, but most importantly, letting your mama down, nigga. She got.
We'll go back to this. Let me tell you what she don't ever tell me. Now, hold on. Before we go this, I want to see this. This guy Clark was in FS Rum Drinker. Shout out to him. He's in FSU spaces, but Rum Drinker literally left the fan base. This is a guy right here who talks about me in group chats because I don't like Dion. He's legitimately angry at me because I don't like another individual that he says he knows, but that individual wouldn't piss on him if he was on fire. But I don't mind it. Now, Clark made a great point in the FSU spaces the other day, and my guy Rum Drinker is not a bad guy. He thinks the same thing, right? They're not Colorado fans. They're Deion Sanders fans. Like Clark, I quote, I'm a black man from I think North Carolina, I forgot what he said. What I look like rooting for Colorado. I'm rooting for Deion. Most of those people are not lifelong. You don't know a lifelong Colorado fan. And this man said, we had high hopes for you. We believe, like, bro, your coach not going to be there after this season. Are y'all going to have space and shit? You know what? I can't wait. I shouldn't. I have optimism. I love to be optimistic, but I can't wait for the fucking implosion that happens when Deion retires or steps down after his son is gone. Are they going to do space? Are they going to have kumbaya spaces like they're having for this night? You're 20 years old, man. I know people. Bitch, this is why football athletes feel they're superior to you. This man said, I got friends who ain't make it to C20.
Yo, that was
He's not going off to sell drugs. He's leaving Colorado. He's going to be fine. He's going to get another job, chance to get his education. Hold on, man. Let me see. He probably heard people talking shit about him and decided that he wanted to do it. Hey, what's up? I'm recording. I called you yesterday about the. I'll call you back if you want. You want to talk about the how to make the reels? All right, hold on real quick. Hey, Sheena, tell the world what's up.
Hi, world.
Who are the Panthers drafting?
Hopefully Keon Coleman. I don't know though.
Hold on. Pull up. Bring that shit back. Wait a minute. Y'all don't have a first round pick though.
No.
Y'all gonna trade into the first round?
Nah, there's no reason to. They're picking at 33, which is just like a late.
Ah, yeah, really. Fair.
So they're at 33 and 39, and this is such a deep receiver class that there'll still be quality receivers at 33 and 39.
All right, well, I fucks with Keon.
Sorry, I just walked into the gym. It got loud. Sorry.
Nah, you good. I fucks with Keon, even though Keon was wilding a little bit, but that's still my illegitimate son. Oh no, it was just some stuff about Florida. It was some stuff about Florida State. He's okay. We're good now. We all right now. Sons argue with fathers all the time. And I told you about what Trey did, right? Like Trey didn't even like claim his dad. Like when he went to the game, he had a little. He said somebody said, "Is Keon? Are you Keon Coleman's little?" He didn't hesitate. He said, "Yes."
I know that's right, Trey.
He was like, "If that's gonna get me free shit, I'm gonna say that's exactly who I am."
You taught him well.
All right. Anyways,
big game.
I'll holler at you, girl. I'll holler at you.
Bye.
Yep. Anyways, I'm going back to my point because we're gonna listen to the full totality of that. Because that, to me, as a guy with normal levels going on, we're going probably for after July 26th. We're going every time we're going to have to put the audio of Mike Gundy from Oklahoma State. I'm a man. I'm 40. I've been waiting to do this for years. I want to be able to play that. Just tell people like this is like my levels are good for me being a man almost 40. I don't know how old some of these guys are. They should not I'm gonna start calling the men with high estrogen Care Bears. You shouldn't care this much about this shit, man. You're not gonna care it in like what Dave Chappelle said in the Keys. Like they were so determined that they cared. They cared so much that it could change things. Like we care about you, Cormani. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh man, that's gonna change. I just needed you to give me the Care Bear stare. That's all I needed. Now I know, and I'm gonna get out of the portal. Have you seen the only people? Damn it. Fuck shit. Hey, this is gonna be another one of those things where people are gonna be like, you only talk about Dion. Like, nigga, like, I mean, God damn. Anyways, get your hormone levels checked, men. We don't need this bitch assness on the planet. Like, guys, you're better than that. Like, Angelo, we about to talk about the WNBA draft, but it's more testosterone in the WNBA than it is in some of these spaces with these men. And it's not just Colorado. We got a whole segment. We'll get back to that. We'll just pause that. Going back to our housekeeping shit. This is why MFTK started. I need to do, actually, one of the guys has an MFTK black and white hat. Colorado fans, I got some MFTK apparel. Y'all need to be selling out my MFTK apparel. But we'll go back to the housekeeping. Alpha Clinic, inside the world's greatest cigar lounge. A lot of you guys wonder about the animals. No, I did not shoot the animals. But we don't. It doesn't mean I don't give a fuck about. I give a fuck about PETA. I eat steak. Animals will kill you if they got the opportunity. So, yeah, you see what the fuck Killer Whales is doing. Octopuses are crazy too. Terrified of them bitches. Like if I could shoot an octopus, then I'd probably shoot an octopus and stuff it and put it on the walls as well. But my partner Scott did all of this stuff right here. Goodfellas Lounge, all that good stuff. Hey man, fuck my cholesterol. We all gotta die of something, Luke. I don't want to die. The worst thing in the world is like when I almost died of COVID, I was fucking pissed. I was losing weight. I was doing all this other shit. And I'm like, damn it, the thing that's gonna get me is something I couldn't see. All the crazy shit I've done in my life and COVID's gonna kill me. I was mad as hell. That's not a good story. I want my end to be able to say, like, you know what? Either I lived a long time and I just did a lot of wild stuff, or I got like killed in some like really badass way. I just don't want to die from COVID. Like, so again, you're gonna die. I might as well eat red meat. You know who? You know what? The oldest person that's living in my family, even though it's my extended family, is Gagi. Gagi is 95 fucking years old. All she eats is meat, no vegetables, heavy salt, and all the sugar that you got. You put something with sugar around Gagi, you bet not take your eyes off of it. It's gone. And she's alive. You know who she outlived? Dr. Sebi. And Dr. Sebi was out here having the strictest diet. Out here, Gagi's walking around, doing her own thing, living her best life for an old person. And Dr. Sebi died like after he spent 2 days in county lockup. They gave him one bologna sandwich and he died. Sorry, that's not the way I want to go. I'm gonna go like my grandma Isla, mean as fuck, 85 years old, eats whatever the fuck she wants. All she eats is carbs. What pisses me off is that I'm the diabetic and they're fine. Yeah, man, I can't. You know how much I like orange juice? I drink a glass of orange juice, I'm pissing in 5 seconds. I'm going to drink it and I'm going to piss. Like at a certain point, it's just like, I know you got to know the consequences. Life is being a man is about accepting consequences. And I'm cool. I'm cool with that. If that's how I gotta die eating damn, I can't even eat the big steaks no more. I gotta chop them up because my appetite isn't as good. Man, y'all get out of here. Like this, you're talking to a guy who I'm real transparency. We're off topic. I followed the Dr. Sebi diet for 90 days. That's how I found out I was diabetic. Because all the good shit is the sweet shit. And it didn't regulate the stuff. I followed a lot of that stuff, man. Listen, dude. If people believe in a Sky Daddy, you can believe in Dr. Sebi. I don't judge anybody for what they believe. He has some righteousness in him and some stuff. Dr. Sebi was just a dude who just liked fucking bad bitches as a young, and he knows that the woke girls are all the vegans are woke. Now I ain't gonna lie to you, vegans got that good, but that's not what we're here for. But we're gonna go to get to 6,000 subs. I think that's the next one on housekeeping, Miles. No, that's all the portal stuff. Oh, damn. He did. Yeah. All right, this is what I wanted though. We're 459 away from 6,000. I just put it in writing for you guys so that you guys can kind of clearly see it. Don't know what the deal is. I feel bad because January 28th, we reached that 5,000 mark. We are struggling. We're on the struggle bus right now. But so if you're on Twitter right now listening, 450, join the YouTube, please subscribe. When we hit these numbers, 6,000, a $500 giveaway, then a member giveaway of 100, and then another one of the amount of likes. 7,000, $500 giveaway, member giveaway of $200, and the number of likes, as well as a brick from Doak Campbell Stadium. 8,000 subs, $500 giveaway, a member giveaway of $300, and the number of likes on that show. 9,000, $500 giveaway, member giveaway of $400, number of likes. 10,000, we're giving $1,000 to a random listener on the show. $100 giveaway, number of likes, plus if it's done before the football season, we'll give away season tickets. So that's a lot of money that you can be getting if you would just go like, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you're paying attention and watching it. In particular, watching it live, but definitely sharing it, doing these different things. If you're a member, that's $3.99 all the way up to 100. Shout out to my guy, to my couple all-in members. But like the members, you get 3 chances to win. You can win all 3 if you want to, but you definitely get a shot. Just tell a friend to tell a friend. That's what we're going for. Cookout, tailgate, family reunion, FSU Spring Showcase. Glad Mike Norvell said it in an interview. It's a showcase. It's not a practice. that's coming up. The tailgate menu is definitely going to give you hypertension, high blood pressure. Make sure you have your metformin, your Januva. If you're on Mounjaro and all that other stuff, man, you're probably going to be able to eat a little bit, but it's all there. Ribs, chicken wings, burgers, dogs, jambalaya, chicken dip, mac and cheese, baked beans, desserts, charcuterie board. All you can drink liquor. All you can. I think we'll have chaser. We'll have ice. We'll have cups. We'll have things. Food will be on time. It's going to be magnificent. It's going to be dope. Just a great hanging out. Portion of the proceeds. I don't even really think we're making any money on this, even to go to the MFTK Foundation. But it's all to make sure that people are having a good time. With Dope Talk, Sporadics, Renegade Report, 850 Unconquered. We're all doing those things. So make sure you come check it out. It's going to be dope. This is just shout out to my guy Sporadics with Chris. He's 17 away from 6,000. Primo, we don't have there's no Spanish food in this one. So but I am thinking of, damn, if we did, I should have done this against Miami. This would have probably been considered racist though, if I did the Spanish tailgate against Miami, huh? Because Miami's basically North Cuba. I mean, everybody likes Spanish food. I would have just told told Shelly, Auntie Shelly, to make a big ass podcast. I told her when she comes back, I need the fucking arroz con pollo. Yeah. Primo, they put the olives in. They put the olives in your arroz con pollo. Because I don't know what the fuck it is, but just Auntie Shelly's arroz con pollo is just a fucking amazing. You eat the was it chichone? You eat the burnt part, Primo? Because you don't eat the burnt part, then you don't know what the fuck you don't know what life is about. You're not really Spanish if you don't eat the burnt. I But anyways, though, I love the fucking arroz con pollo. It just gives it a different texture, a different flavor. I don't know what the deal is, but if you don't eat if I learned that if you only like Maduras, you're really a gringo. You just like the real ones, like tostones. You gotta have the tostones. Yeah, man, they go my Primo. Yeah, you gotta scrape that shit out, man. They don't know nothing about that. Imagine being at the tailgate. You know how much I'd be cussed out by some of these bougie pilgrims, these bougie gringos, talking about, oh, you told us there was going to be a bar. It was top shelf liquor on a white table, bro. And somebody served it to you. That is a bar. You might as what did you expect me to go to Goodfellas, dig up my bar and bring it out here? Anyways, man, it's all good though. All good. So now I'm going to continuations. I love talking about things that have happened on this show, and I also love being right. One of the things that we talked about on this show, there was a very big time baseball player, Trevor Bauer. And this is why I think it's important to listen to all women, believe all facts. Trevor Bauer the lady accused him of sexual assault and rape and all of these different things. And this man lost the opportunity to have a big contract. Now, the cool thing about Trevor is that the woman who accused Trevor Bauer, he trying to think, he was a former Cy Young winner. He had enough money to be able to fight the case. A lot of these times, these sexual assault things, if you win, they just go away. And I don't necessarily think that's cool, nor is that right. But people never go back but he decided that he wanted to do this. Well, she is now hit with the lady who accused him is hit with a criminal charge. And she defrauded this man into paying her for abortion he believes never happened. Fraudulent schemes and artifices, who was formally filed against Darcy, however you say her last name, in Arizona on Monday, weeks after a grand jury indicted her on the felony count. The woman alleged in papers that Bauer raped her in 2020 encounter. It got her pregnant. In a countersuit, Bauer denied any wrongdoing, but he did say he had consensual sex with her one time, December 2020, when the condom did break. He claimed in his countersuit that after the hookup, she told him she was pregnant and wanted more than $1 million to terminate it. Bauer claimed he would support her decision before he gave her $8,000 for the cost she eventually said it took to end the alleged pregnancy. However, in a video statement, she never had the abortion because she was never pregnant. He added that all corroborated by her own medical records. Now, this man went and had text messages with her friends where she said she was about to be a mark and these different things. And it's just it's I am so glad that this happened. Like, I hope she serves hard time. I hope it ruins her life, because the intent of what she did was to ruin his life, and it takes away from the women who actually really do go have these bad things done to them. I believe if you go and you one, she was looking for a lick, but a bad experience or a bad decision doesn't warrant you to be able to call rape on somebody. And my guy, one of these guys put up there, he is right. Whereas a young Seminole, it never goes away, James. That man will always be called a rapist. And yes, unfortunately, I have to agree with you, which is why, and again, a lot of times people say just fight it, but like this man right here, like, just had money and time. A lot of people don't have, like, it costs $1 million to fight something like this, man. They need to whatever the mandatory, like whatever the maximum is, that judge, if that judge a real one, he gives them the maximum. So that's one thing. All right, to the next one. Busting with the boys, it's another continuation. Everybody talks about Florida State in the playoffs. I saw something that's interesting. What is Mike Norvell and these guys? Before I say this, I hope Florida State, I'd be jealous as fuck as like what they do with the Josh Pates and the Busting with the Boys. I just want to have a good, candid one-on-one interview with Mike where we just sitting down, we just chopping it up. I know Mike could call in. I want to go there. I want to have it heavily produced. I want to do what they're letting these outsiders do. And this started off as a random ass podcast. These motherfuckers, one of them went to Clemson, if I believe. But anyways, I'm just bitching a little bit, but I still love Mike and Florida State. So, but play this real quick so we can, listen to what Mike and again everybody is starting to say about the CFI and Florida State snub.
You're forever grateful for that team and the season that we did have.
So you think that's the decision why some of the players chose to go to the draft and not actually play in the Georgia game?
Absolutely. And I know you can have, for whatever people's beliefs are, I've told people that I think if we would have lost the ACC championship, we probably would have had, I'm pretty certain we'd had majority of those guys would have played based off, how to finish and to finish on right. Cause we would have earned the loss, and that's ultimately, when you look at this game, I mean, our guys, they put a lot into it. And, when you see, I mean, it's we had a very talented team and a bunch of guys that are making a decision for their future, and in right, wrong, or indifferent, just the thought process is, we did everything that we could to put ourselves in position, and we were told that it wasn't good enough. And definitely, you're forever grateful for that.
Oh yeah, we're back. So very wise. Oh, Young Seminole. No, he won't turn it down. You know what? You're right. Put up Young Seminole's thing. To their defense, like he was like, James, you got pulled at the university. You can't tell me. I do. I don't have as much as people think, but I do have some pull. I haven't asked, to their defense. I don't like going through red tape. Is that wrong? I feel like I should just be able to pick up the phone and say, let's talk. Don't get me twisted. Derek Satterfield's a great, pleasant guy at times when I'm around him. Derek doesn't give me shit, but I don't really want to go through the media. I don't want Derek in the room with me. Nah, Dimitri, I do. Honest to God's true. I really do want. Actually, you know what? I don't want to do the interview. I want my son to do it. I think my son would do a better interview. Like Trey would, Trey didn't have no fucking filter. I have to try to protect my son from himself. Like, bitch, you can't ask some of these questions. You can't talk like that to some of these people. But then I don't want to hint. This is like a weird thing. It's like, it's as you go. I wonder if that's how my mom looks at me. Like, as I go through life, I am all cool with the consequences of my decisions. I just don't want my son to do that. Oh, we're finna talk about that, Primo. They deleted the major tweet, but we that was definitely very alpha male fucked up ish. They went after my dog CJ. You ever had your police record pulled up and then but it's the wrong person, but they got the same name as you and happen to be in the same city? My dog CJ said Louisville's broke, and we found out that Louisville has an entire fan base ready, locked, and loaded. I blame my boy Hove on this. Hove could have ended this whole thing, but Hove legitimately added CJ Wilson and said, I can't believe you're out here sharing these things. And then everybody attacked CJ yesterday. It was hilarious, man. It was fucking hilarious. Like, they were just like, you're broke. It's like, he's a broke boy. They always call you broke. Like, why is... I just tell people, when people say that to me, I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm poor. But I don't know how to pay my bills. That keeps people from robbing you where I'm from. So and a dude calling me broke, what the fuck? What does that mean? I don't even care. My imaginary enemies call me broke. Man, get the fuck out of here. And y'all, that's the problem. Everybody's rich on Twitter. But statistics still prove that everybody's broke. Even some of the people that I know are broke. I see the policies that they're voting for. I'm like, bro, that's not gonna help you. It's gonna help me, but it's not gonna help you. I don't understand where we're coming from. One guy even went as far to say that's why y'all got beat by Georgia by 60 points. And we're like, didn't we beat y'all in the ACC championship with our third string quarterback still got milk on his tongue and didn't even practice most of the year because he was hurt? You don't get to talk about our ass whooping to Georgia if we whip your ass. But anyways, I think we got another continuation thing too, though, Miles. All right. All right, go down to 247 Sports first. They're saying you have to continue to give them credit because they don't miss a lot. They evaluated in the portal as well as anyone. I think DJ, this is 247. Damn, I didn't realize I took their portal. Play this. This is so aggravating. I didn't even listen to it. I am going to agree with Poindexter. That's Carl. So in there, I share a group chat with Carl Reed now. Carl Reed finally told the truth. I don't dislike Carl Reed. He's an okay guy from my group chat, but he's Deion Jacker. He jacks Deion too much and a lot of other shit. And I don't really know what his accolades are. Well, he's in high school. He won a state championship in high school somewhere. But I think he's definitely a glizzy eater, like a champion glizzy eater, just by his size. He's not Jason Whitlock. But if I like Jason Whitlock, that would be Carl Reed. But I don't like Jason Whitlock. I don't know who the fuck this white boy is, but I don't like him. But I think he's going to say something I like, so we're going to hear him out.
And then I think a team like Florida State gets a lot of credit in the portal, but you have to continue to give them credit because they don't miss a lot. They evaluate in the portal as well as anyone. Their early returns from their class so far have been excellent as well. I think DJU is going to be an excellent fit in Tallahassee for them, and I think that's going to position them to, again, be in the ACC mix, despite the fact that I think a lot of people assume
he just has a long neck.
And then I think a team like Florida State gets a lot of credit in the portal, but you have to continue to give them credit because they don't miss a lot.
Cultural question. I need my pilgrims. I need my pilgrims to help me out here. So if you're a pilgrim and you think you're capable of answering this question, if you could just raise your hand right now in the chat. Just put a show of hand. But the buddy in the middle opposite of Carl Reed. Carl Reed is the big black man with the bald head. Like not the other guy can be considered a big black man. Carl Reed's actually big. With every suit is double breasted, no matter what. Is like, all right, so like the fade in the African American community is considered the corporate cut. Like that's a one that you don't want hair like mine necessarily in corporate America. Like, is the comb over shit? Is like that like just like is that like a white look that everybody just like wet your hair, wet the comb, and just do that? Is that like like with the beard? Like, because I saw my guy Josh Newberg when he got picked up by On 3, he ditched the hip hop look and he went with the like, because I see a lot of white guys that do this, and I just well, Chris doesn't do that, but Chris isn't really white. George is like country, like redneck, so I don't really know what the fuck George got going on, but I love it though. I just want to know, like, because I don't know, because they don't teach us this kind of shit. That's the important. Like, this is the shit they should teach you in school. Instead of worrying about CRT, we need to be worrying about what we look. What am I supposed, like when I see you coming? Because don't come into a meeting with me like looking like this, especially if it's talking about money. Because I'm gonna probably laugh at you and be like, bro, you didn't have to wear a suit here. But I know they don't dress like this in the military. But when I see stuff like this, like yeah. But yeah. So, anyways, going on to so now we go to the PortalPalooza, which I hate that I didn't realize that's what they were calling it. Yesterday, and today, and tomorrow, and until forever, we are going to be hit with a bunch of, because it's not the ladies, it's the men, it's the fellers. We are going through things that we shouldn't be going through because I'm not saying you can't care, you shouldn't care, but what I am saying is that is there better things to care about? Like, actually, I think about, I think Luke got that same, when I saw Luke, but Luke got the beard. Luke, I hope you tamed that fucking beard, because Luke, yeah, man, Luke got an opportunity to do something with me that I don't do for people outside of my sons. I don't like FaceTiming people, but I was out of the country, so I couldn't talk to him on the phone. So I had to FaceTime because he wasn't worth 25 cents a minute. And FaceTime is free. So, but I think he had the hair, the hair thing going, but he also had the beard. But let's go back to the Cormani McClain thing. So go back to the video. So those who weren't here, Alpha Clinic Online is sponsoring this segment. Like that one. Alpha Male Online is sponsoring this segment. Don't be like these guys. One of the things that when I was his age that really triggered me, there's only one person, well, it's very few people. I shouldn't say one person. Dr. Maxine Jones told me that she was disappointed in me, and she called me the biggest waste of academic talent that she's ever seen in her life. That hurt. I didn't get mad, but I felt like she was like mom. She was my college mommy. I took her class damn near every semester that I could. Now my mother, if my mother says I'm disappointed, a lot of times I remember when she did that, she knew she no longer had to spank me. She could use words. And that shit hurt. I had a guy who I was training his adopted son, and he was a coach with the Jags, and I knew him from a coach that I knew. And he was paying for one-on-one training, which at that time I was only charging like $75 a session for one-on-one training, but you had to pay up front. And he was and I didn't let him pay up front. He was 2 months behind. And so I told him, and I had tried to call him. Now the Jags were going went 1-15 that year. So they were going through some shit. And I told I said, hey man, and I didn't tell the kid why. I just said, hey man, we're going to have to suspend our training for a little bit. Tell your guy to holler at me. This man called me, and we went back. He called me, he was talking, he was upset. He's like, don't ever bring the kid. I understood this. I said, but I tried to get a hold of you. I'm not finna just keep training this kid for free. It costs money. This is a business. And he said, man, I'm so disappointed. Woo. He said, I'm so disappointed in you. I said, bitch, you ain't my motherfucking daddy. What the fuck you mean you disappointed in me? I went off, and I was at a party, and then like the guy who referred us, it was his birthday party, and he was just like, yeah, that's when I knew. He's like, James, he's like, I knew it was something wrong with you because you played fullback and you were high level at it. He's like, but I saw you go from corporate to like, yeah, you from the hood. I saw all of that shit. I try not to do that. But if I was Cormani, I'd have cussed every one of these motherfuckers out. But these are also imaginary people that he'll never see in his real life. But listen to these hormonal men. Again, when you see this kind of behavior, and if you notice that you're exhibiting this kind of behavior, you may have symptoms of high estrogen levels and low T, elevated estrogen and lower T. And I want to make sure you go to Alpha Clinic online. So let's play this and listen to this.
Shout out my nigga Whoa.
300 is all out of people.
But you got it fucked up. Fuck you, money. You ain't got no fucking point. You ain't even talking right now. Oh, you just start talking. Go ahead, money. That was him. He just started talking. My bad. Go ahead.
Like 300 people in the world. Take our care.
Like the kid is the most mature.
That's the problem right there. All right, see, look at that. Boom. If he don't give a fuck, then we don't give a fuck. See, boom. Just like that. No problem.
Bro, we had high hopes for you, my nigga.
I would be so mad if somebody said that to me.
On some real shit, no troll shit, fool. You 20 years old, bro. I got partners that didn't make it to C20. You don't give a
bro,
fuck.
Like
your
the
mama
dope
give a
man.
fuck, fool. I don't know what
this man is dying and he ain't going to sell meth.
Bigger than the world. I get that. It's probably shit that did play a factor in that. Nigga, I can't take that away. But for you to say you don't give a fuck now, niggas care about you, fool. You got 300 some people in here. Nigga, you letting everybody else down. But most importantly, you letting your mama down. Nigga, she got and felt some type of way about this shit going on. So you better tighten up, fool.
God, that just bothers me, bro. He said,
Because in December, your mama...
Y'all boys taking this a little too personal.
Whoa!
Yeah, facts.
The kid said this.
G, you taking this shit a little too unserious, nigga.
Me
Niggas
saying
don't
I
get in
don't
your
care, not
position.
saying about my future. I'm saying about what y'all gotta say.
Oh, all this bullshit. Yeah, you're not supposed to care about this. But I knew if you didn't care, you wouldn't be. But I know you care. But listen, money, I know you care because you ain't talking to me.
Nah, bro, my dog just saying listen to y'all, bro.
You said they told you to listen?
I said my dog just saying listen to y'all, letting y'all boys chat.
Bro, you had the future in your hands, my nigga. Why would you
still got it in his hands?
Bro, hey, money, I'm not gonna lie to you, my boy. You might think we don't, but we know, nigga. We know.
No, bro.
He said you had.
We know, bro. Like, come on, bro. You had the future in your hands.
Like, what did he lose? The man answered the trend. This man is going to go wherever the fuck he wants to go. Miami could take that. Granted, that Miami's a step up over, huge step up over Colorado. He can go to USF with DVD. He can go. I don't think we have room for him. I don't think we'll take him over here. You had the future in your hand, man. Hey, D. Shaw, which one was Rum? Because I know Rum is in the group. I see him in there, but I didn't hear what he said. But like, this man was in Tallahassee. This man hasn't practiced all spring. Like, Colorado fans are shocked. Like, he legit didn't practice. Like, Snoop the Menace. This was actually on Elon Musk's X. He's not the one who said fuck Cormani McClain, right? Or like, we're really concerned about you, man. I had high hopes for you. Don't ruin your future. Like my guy, legitimately, dead serious for those who just listened. The one guy was a Clark, I think his name was literally in a Spaces the other day and said, I have not been a Colorado fan. I only became a Colorado fan when Deion became there. And now he's the voice of Colorado. Like, that's the part that trips me out. That's why I'm not mad at TJ Pittenger. TJ Pittenger has a Colorado YouTube channel. Oh, he's the one who said about his mom's. Like, how you know his mom's is like?
That's the first thing. How does he know his mom's disappointed?
Like that being said, no, you don't think his mom was concerned when she saw that Arizona when she saw her son getting cooked? We seen that game. It's just very, again, that was very hormonal, but it started off this way. If you go to another Deion Jacker, Gilly the Kid, who I can't name you one rap song, but I like his podcast, $1 Million Worth of Game, more so because Wallow is kind of cool. Wallow with the call out of like he's like, when I was out in the streets, dudes was walking on the other side of the street. They didn't want to see me. They wasn't happy to see me. He's like, no, where was I? He said, was I in jail? He's like, man, people was always happy to see you. What are you talking about? Like, you gotta have somebody like that in your corner. Rum told man, never mind. Rum always talk about Rum wanted to fight. Rum wanted to fight me for a week. I'm like, man, I'm not. People who talk about shit like that have never actually been to jail. Not even county. Or don't have real good, like, people that they love that have actually done some real shit. One, gangsters don't talk about it. They just do the shit. But whatever, man. Hold on. Yeah, anyway, anybody worry about Lester leaving. Lester's good. But play this Wallow clip so that we can see this is what grown men who bitch like that when somebody leaves act like this. Now, this is Gilly and Wallow coming to, I guess, this man's commitment or wherever it's at. And this is gangster rap. This is why I don't believe any, like, James, why aren't you talking about the Drake, Rick Ross, who's the little militant one, like the with the 5'7" shoe, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. I don't believe any of this beef. None of these guys are gangsters. Gangsters don't snitch on themselves like that. They might be project adjacent or of the hood, but they're not really hood because hood dudes don't act like this, even if it's funny and for money. This is definitely community consonant behavior.
Oh, not the bus. Oh, he's going to the bus. Oh, you see what's going on? Coach Fromm, you did it 2 years in a row. Oh, not the bus. Oh, he's going to the bus. Oh, you see what's going on? Coach Fromm, you did it 2 years.
Why?
He got Travis Hunter and got Cormani McClain. Like, he got the top corner.
But they've been losing.
They have.
I don't understand.
I
guess you gotta take your victory.
I pray that I'm never in a situation where I act like that, like over a maybe. Nope, I don't even see it that way. I probably just be like, congratulations, son. Like, even if Trey committed to Florida State, I don't see me doing this. I just don't. I don't get it. Like, maybe is this really how grown? Is this what we used to build houses? We used to fight wars. Like, we used to, like, do real masculine, manly shit. Now we're dropping to our knees. We're dropping to our knees in front of little ass boys, praising them for going to a school that we don't give two shits about. These boys were all Jackson State, and then Deion left, and they're all Colorado. And when Deion leaves, nobody will talk about Colorado ever again. And what's sad is that the North will remember. The North will remember. I will remember your behavior. I will remind you of your behavior. I will always say, weren't you a Colorado Buffalo fan? James, there's a poll on X with Mike Norvell versus Deion Sanders, of course. And I have friends who work for Deion. Like, I got a guy, I love him, Devin Respris, Coach Rest, moving up in the game. You say something, he is the protect. I told him, I hope Deion's paying you extra money for this protection that you're giving them every fucking week. You ain't got to step in front of that fucking sword for him. That's a grown ass man that's getting paid millions. It's crazy, but like this is what the transfer portal and what recruiting does to people. And you know, it was wild is one of the guys that they're talking about is from fucking Tallahassee. And I don't know, but you know, just people are leaving. I want you guys to be cool. Like Florida State's over the limit. Miami's over the limit. We talked about these different things. Now, here's what's wild. Manny Navarro put Miami running back Trevante Citizen is headed to the transfer portal, per sources on The Athletic. The former 4-star recruit from Louisiana had a serious knee injury as a true freshman 2 years ago and finally recovered and participated in camp this spring. Best of luck to him. Somebody put, not the same player. Really, really bad luck for the kid. Sheesh. The leg injury was said to be disgusting. You know, people just kind of going in, and this is what happens with some fan bases. A guy leaves. It's okay. He wasn't that good. I'm gonna read this thing to you guys. And Miles, if you want to I'll send you the actual things. So just in case you want to see it. So this was asked. Okay, this is one guy, X. X is good people. I like X. X feeds. I want to preface this because you know I don't want nobody. I know y'all like to tussle and shit. I was trying to get X to come on and talk about the spring game. My schedule got crazy yesterday. So I just want people to know that I like X before y'all go out here and start doing that Louisville shit or like have spaces and y'all calling me that fat ass fullback and all that other stuff. Again, one more time, I just want everybody to know that I really like X, and I'm not the guy. When I hear people talking about X all wild and shit, I'm always saying, hey, man, y'all need to pull up. Chill out. He was asked about this in one of our Facebook groups. He said he had 2 major knee surgeries. He's not the same anymore. So that's what X said yesterday when this news was announced, okay? Now, what's today? Today is the 17th. So yesterday was the 16th of April, right? It wasn't even a month ago. Trevante Citizen, 6'1", 6'1.5", 225, 4.5 speed. That's the tweet. 3/19/24 by X. That's could be taken as a positive tweet, right? Okay. Jason Snyder. I like when people ask direct questions. Is he healthy? 3/19/2024. X responds, yes. Myrick McCrae. Think he will be listed on the depth chart when it's released for week 1. 3/19/2024. X says, most definitely. Dirk Diggler on 3/19/2024. Dirk Diggamount. I don't know, whatever. He has an ibis as his so he's obviously a Hurricane fan. Say, big dog, is this the reason that Parrish is leaving? Because that came out of nowhere. X 3/19/2024. Not gonna say it's the reason, but this is the guy Mario first recruited at Miami, and he's ready to play now. Ooh, ready to play. Sounds important. So those are the things that were said on 3/19/2024, less than a month ago. 2 major knee surgeries. He's not the same anymore. Yesterday. This is all I'm saying. Like, is it Uchi Wally Wally or is it one Mike? Is it a little black girl lost a shorty all you for ice? Like, which one is it? Is it the pie? I don't mind changing your mindset like he didn't play well. But like less than a month ago when spring ball first started, this bitch is like a bionic man. I only know about him because in my group chat, my boy Dro, he was like, he's the best running back on their roster. When he first came in, he was like, the kid from Louisiana is the only one that's the only reason I remember the name. But like, there's a lot of names that are going to be like this. And I think Miami's going to upgrade, especially if they get that kid from Oregon State. I think that's going to be very important. But again, this is why I never get too high and I never get too low when it comes to what these guys are doing. Oh wow. But it's interesting what all we do and then why we feel the way that we feel because we're crafted by stuff. Now, I'll say this as far as the portal goes, and then we'll move on to something else because damn, it's just interesting how the show flows sometimes. One thing I wish people would quit posting is the high school ranking and their stars after they've been in school for a year or two. Like, it no longer matters if you were a 5-star. Like, if you ain't do shit, you're in the portal now. Like, rank based upon what we saw on film. If they ain't play, you know what their ranking should be? 2-star. If they balled out, then they should do something. It's like he ain't did shit in 2 years. Or he made 3 tackles in 2 years, and you talk about he was a 4-star. Like, what does that got to do with anything? He ain't a star right now. Like Mike says, I can't help the star you come in as. All I can do is help you become a star when you leave. Yeah, I remember Boogie Nights, great film. Like, Sam McCall was a 5-star and been bounced by 2 schools. Everybody was bitching at Florida State. How could you lose Sam McCall? Like, bitch, he didn't play. Like, he wasn't any good here. Then he went to Texas A&M, and you know what? Wasn't any good there. Maybe it's you is what we should be saying when it comes to these things. Like, damn, I really want to talk about WNBA, but we're going to have to skip that. Educated dumbassery is something that happens a lot. So if you go to the notes, Miles, you can skip to that. Like, the portal is here to stay, guys. And here's why I call it educated dumbassery. Hold on 1 second. Hello? What's up? Yo. Ooh. Damn, them boys trying to make me work. They want me to host. Anybody going to the spring game want to do a little have an old school party, grown folks party on Saturday? Just been asked to host. Guys, just see what we're doing with that. But here's the thing, and I'll read this. Circus Sports 2024 draft opening lines for draft position props over me. But basically, you can bet anything. Like Miles, you were talking about the money. Like, now they're betting where people are going to get drafted. Very much so. So, and this is the response by a guy who's, again, very educated, doesn't hate the transfer portal, but loves to let people, but still is nostalgic about what recruiting used to be. Bud says, super excited about the transfer portal opening, but this is a good reminder. For the most part, transfer portal is providing floor, patching holes. The vast majority of super elite players don't portal. 27 out of the 32 projected first-round picks by Vegas were not transfers. The transfer portal is and we're still having the effects of COVID. Like, we have to wait. Like, you can't try to judge something new based upon what's going on right now. I got news for you. And plus, you know what? Actually, I'm going to read this. You know what? Fine. Very valid point. I'm going to give Bud this. You get that, Bud. Let me see where my guy Travis Holmes. Travis Holmes did this. He posted this. As a guy who covers the NFL, I have different opinions on this. Hopefully I can find this. This motherfucker be tweeted a lot. He's doing these mock drafts that's pissing me off too. Travis will have his show tonight with T-Wig, talk about the Jags, and then he'll have his Friday night live show. I saw some of your comments. Man, just go click that bitch and like it. It's supporting me. It's supporting the movement. We're trying to get more more Jag related content coming out. Long story short, have you ever gone back and looked at drafts? Have you ever done that? Like just like it one, every pick is a guaranteed pick, right? Most of the time they love it, right? But then you ever just go back like 4 or 5 years and just be like, 10 years, maybe 20, and be like, I don't remember this motherfucker. He posted the 2009 draft, and if I can find it, man, it is like, I guess you could technically just go, probably could have just put up Google the 2009 draft and we could have went through it. But you know what happened with what's going on with that 2009 NFL draft? Not very much. A lot of those guys are hanging out. A lot of those guys didn't do very well. I'm pretty sure we can go to 2010 draft. I'm pretty sure we can go to that. Most of the people drafted that we think are elite aren't. So what if they didn't transfer? Not saying they weren't good, but I'm like, if you're using the NFL is a completely different game than the college game. And to be honest with you, Jermaine Johnson, if he didn't transfer, he wouldn't have been a first-round pick. If Jared Verse didn't transfer, he wouldn't be a projected first-round pick. It's the portal is the way that things go, and that's just a direct trying to knock the portal. When, be honest with you, again, if you don't hear it from anybody else, you're going to continuously hear it from me that the portal isn't just the kids leaving. There are kids that are being placed in the portal. All right. Matt Stafford, good quarterback. I mean, you guys, I'm not saying this in any derogatory way. I just don't remember some of these guys. But anybody got that Jason Smith St. Louis Rams jersey? Tyson Jackson. Aaron Curry. Was that? I remember him in college. He was pretty good. Mark Sanchez, people talked about him so bad, even though he went to, I think, 3 straight AFC championships. Remember Andre Smith's fat ass? I do. Darius Hayward-Bay transferred a few times, but he didn't really do much. Eugene Monroe played pretty good. I think Eugene's passed too, unfortunately. Eugene was big in marijuana. BJ Raji was dope. Michael Crabtree was dope.
Got his chain snatched.
Yep. Never forget that sack that Aaron Maben made in that Bills game that I don't remember. No Sean Moreno. Wow. Good. Brian Arakpo, that's a good one. Malcolm Jenkins, a good one. Steroid boy, Brian Cushing, a good one. Yeah. When Larry English did that spin move.
I don't remember.
I'm just joking. I don't know him.
Oh.
Josh Freeman, ass. Robert Byers, nope. Jeremy Maclin, never was decent, just fast. Brandon Pettigrew, decent tight end. Alex Mack was good. I just remember him more because people used to joke about the Nickelodeon show. I don't even know if we can talk about Nickelodeon anymore after that documentary. I don't even want to watch it. It seems so disturbing. Percy Harvin was good, but never achieved what we thought he would do. Michael Orr, one of the best things that happened with Michael Orr was a movie that apparently is fictitious. Perla Jerry, yep. Nope. Vonta Davis, okay. I remember. Clay Matthews, yep. Don Brown, Eric Wood, Hakeem Nicks, didn't do what I thought he was going to do. Kenny Britt, I remember him, but still, again, if you would have drafted, there's probably some guys in that second and third round that were drafted that would have probably been better than him and Hakeem Nicks. Chris Wells, nope. Evander Hood, no. My point in all of this is it's great, but most of the time, your team is really built into the second and third round. We got to be able to go and look at all of this stuff. I was arguing with somebody. It's like, do you really think it's elite if you didn't get drafted? It's like, dog, the NFL is filled with third to fifth round picks. Yeah, that was no. Yeah, yes, because that his brother's the tight end, Vernon Davis. Yeah, Vontae did pass. But my point in that is not to damn young Seminole. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, man. My man said he had a Josh Freeman jersey. I'm so sorry for you, man. He was good enough to go. My point is, right now, they always do this too. Recalibrate the draft, right? After they're done, like, where would this person get drafted if the draft happened now? Like, Josh Freeman would be a 3rd round pick. No, Josh, that Josh came out more closer to my time. But he went to Washington. Josh Freeman was a big quarterback from Kansas State that actually had the skill sets in the tools. But again, NFL is different. I believe Freeman did get fired for Jameis. Like, it's not that. It's just, don't feel bad. There's people with Blake Bortles jerseys, and there's people with I forgot the other guy, but like it happens. It happens from time to time. But again, if you get drafted to the NFL, you're elite. I want to make sure everybody understands this. There's only been under 30,000 people to have ever worn an NFL uniform, at least once. The rosters, there's a 53-man active game roster, of which only 48 are playing. Blaine Gabbert, thank you, Grant. There's people with Blaine Gabbert jerseys. So there's 53 active. You know what? Fuck it. There's 60 players including practice squad. 60 players on the roster. You times that by 32 NFL teams. There's 1,920 people in the NFL at any given time. And I believe there's 244 people drafted every year. So to be selected means you are elite. So when you're doing this base, like, you can't just use the first round. You have to use the entirety of the draft, because especially covering the NFL, 3rd and 5th round are where you find the jewels. The teams that do that very well win Super Bowls. Look at the Legion of Boom with the Seahawks. They did that shit. Well, yeah, I want to talk about the WNBA, but shit. Hold on. Man, everybody's in. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know it's unpopular opinion. Keep Minshew. Let Trevor sit. Develop Minshew. Like, develop him while develop Trevor while Minshew's doing his thing. Find pieces to help them get better. UF spring game happened, and we didn't get a chance to talk about it because we talked about Miami spring game. Pretty good. A lot of fans are saying good stuff. No, did we talked? I gave the fan opinion about UF spring game. I didn't break it down like this. Here are the numbers for the quarterbacks. It's complete contrast. I don't know where to go from this. Graham Mertz was 12 for 21, 196 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. DJ Lagway, 10 for 17, 163 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Eugene Wilson, 8 catches, 128 yards, 1 touchdown. There were 4 sacks by Team Blue, 1 sack by Team Orange. Now, again, Florida State's having the spring showcase, so it won't be quite the same. But like, it don't look like they scripted any kind of success. Like, typically, like, I don't know what the fuck to believe. Like, I know for a fact their guy's an idiot, but we got some clips, some highlights. So if you go to the next thing, Miles, they got a good run by their running back. They're going to be high on this. The young man's name is Stroud, I believe. Is it Stroud? Yeah, so like, they got this. You can show the run.
The blue team.
I thought DJ.
That run wasn't great. I mean, it was a good hard run. This was a good one. This was the one. Yeah. Now that should be a touchdown, but obviously he's a hard runner. He's not a fast runner. Good vision. There you go. Good. No, don't do that, Miles. That wasn't no O. That was just a fucking missed tackle. This tackle. You know, there's so much wrong with this. It's not the running back per se. Like, this is like, you know what? Again, I'm not trying to troll. If you like it, I love it. Like, that's a terrible. Go back? Who the fuck is that? It goes back to, so remember on Monday's show I was talking about number 2 for Miami? They're praising him. They say he's gonna be a lockdown corner or like one of the best guys. I'm like, guys, he's literally in 4K jogging behind your number 2 on offense. So like, if I guess push play, not because is that the one where's the one where he missed the okay, that's a safety who came down, I believe. Yeah. Okay, he trips up. Like, no, dog.
Hold on a second. You're right. First of all, one defender just falls who should have been. Okay. He's following the wide receiver function. Okay, let's take it back from the beginning. Right here. Okay. This seems like a setup.
Yeah, I don't. That's just not good. The running back ran, right? But this just isn't good defense.
Right.
Like, this is just not good. This is more of an indictment on 12 games, a long season. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm not finna go and make complete because it's a spring game, but there's huge flaws in that, man. Like, he needs to get into the she shed and scheme this shit up. It's the same guy. I mean, I'll call me like, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. This isn't the new Kirby Smart." I'm gonna re-find that because we got a lot of shorts that we've had since then. I gotta go find that shit.
Turn on him eventually. And we gotta bring it back.
And just gotta bring it back. Remember, I told y'all. Y'all said I was trolling. Like, you can say people suck. You know who? The only person like in it. Florida is definitely in. Florida had a lot of problems on special teams, with not having 11 players on the field. For those who don't know, football 101, you're supposed to have. You have 11 players on the field at any given point. You can't have 12. You can play a game with 10, but it's not optimal. Florida in the spring game on field goal block only had 10 players lined up, like in a fucking spring game. Like a spring game. Like, you control everything. Like, bro, run somebody out there. Like, just blow the whistle, coach. Just stop practice. It's practice, coach. How do y'all keep doing this? They kept picking what the thing of the tag era. Y'all didn't have enough people on the field at one time. Now y'all keep doing this shit in real situations. So what happens is, my boy Trap has this phrase: you're either coaching it or allowing it. So apparently you're doing this shit in practice. So you're running a 10-man field goal block, which is an interesting strategy, Colin. Let's see if it works. Going to the next thing. Now they did have some stuff where they had DJ Lagway. This is good throws here. I like it. We'll critique this. Again, I like Lagway. I think he's gotten a lot better since I saw his stuff in high school.
Ball games. Florida had
swing. See the terrible defense still. You can see the talent in him, though, to be able to fit this year. Now, what I would try to ask is not throw it where there's 3 motherfuckers. Now, he had the space, but like, he throws it a little earlier, he's fine. But you got this safety that's peeking inside, and you got a guy on the outside release. So if you're throwing that to the pylon, like the guy to the far right, there's a guy who's even at the 10-yard line. No. Top side, right side. Yep. He's got those guys beat. They're clearly in not running them like a man. But I also like this throw, but he's got to make that a little bit faster where he's at. Because by the time push play, Like he should be getting fucked up with a better defense. Like they're closing on that ball a lot in the season. But I don't think that's going to happen. Which again, if you have two quarterbacks, you've got no quarterbacks. So yeah, but we can go. Is that another touchdown here by Lagway? See what we got.
Big plays certainly will help this
play action. Oh yeah, money right there. That's a DB. Not like if you're in man, how you like? I don't even know how that happens, but good shit. Like, well, he definitely gave. Why would you give away the inside in that situation? Like, you must feel like you had help, but that guy clearly 12 clearly doesn't know what the fuck he's doing if he's supposed to be your help. Like you gave the guy the most. You shifted him to the most room. So again, he clearly had the way. Yeah. I don't. Okay. Yeah, y'all like it? I love it. On to the. Do we have any other UF clips? But I love this meme. It's the short white guy in the club talking to the chick who looks like she's completely uninterested and weirded out. Mario plays freshman to prove we don't need to go heavy in the portal like FSU does. For example, and this year we're going heavy in the portal, but not like FSU. Please explain. Let me explain. Like again, FSU is wrong for what they do. They don't treat people right. But here's what the narrative from their media post the game, spring game. Oh, excuse me. This is Florida State. This is what Florida State has coming up right now. Both starting safeties, a linebacker are high school recruits currently that Florida State got. Quarterback one is a high school recruit. Starting defensive end and D tackle, high school recruits. Running back one, high school recruit. Starting wide receivers, Keem, Douglas, Hill, Hurt, high school recruits. Left tackle, high school recruit. Center, a high school recruit. Both backup tight ends, high school recruits. FSU is actually putting out a lot of starters on high school, which is wild when you consider a lot of the stuff. But when I'm watching, people want to know, James, what is your opinion seeing these spring games? Just the stuff that you're hearing and what you like. And nobody does this better than Uncle Shay Shay. I let him, when I don't have the words, sometimes you got to let other people speak for you. And I think he describes how I feel personally just seeing our rivals in the schedule in general.
Fried catfish, yams, collard greens, mac and cheese, cornbread. These are braised oxtail, and these are neck bone. Fried catfish.
That's for him alone.
Yams,
basically, if you want to know, James, what does
cheese.
that mean? All I see is food. That's all I see, man, is food. Like, if y'all like, I hope y'all have success, and I hope y'all have a bunch of other shit happen, but I can't call it. Somebody put in there that UCF should beat Florida. I would hope it would make my soul so great. Like the best thing that could happen for my soul would be Florida beating Miami and then in turn losing to UCF. I don't see that happening that way, but here's clips from UCF spring game. The one clip that lets me know they're going to be ass. It's like right after the Miami consistency. I'm just like, I'm sitting here, I'm talking trash. That one tight end's mom that basically got on the spaces and lied and said that, her son was all world, was getting offered all kind of money. Parents, stop this lying shit. If your kid if I told somebody about what KJ Bolden allegedly got offered $3 million over $3 million a year for 4 years. If the university, people know how I don't like Florida. If University of Florida offers my son Trey Coleman $3 million a year for 4 years, you know where Trey Coleman's going? The University of fucking Florida. Like, y'all are not, stop. Like, you guys are getting worse than these coaches. Y'all are not honorable people. You're capitalists, and there's nothing wrong with that. Get that bread. Get that bread. But let's watch UCF. Are they getting better? What's going on? Look at this.
One pass left.
Intercepted by 46.
Intended for 3.
To his defense, nobody was open. But that doesn't mean you throw it. Just because nobody's open doesn't mean you throw it to the guy on the other team that's open. In particular, who's 46? Is 46 a DB? Ew. Ooh. That's a stank number for a DB. I got my running back spooked too at Mandarin. I said, we're going to do something different. I said, I don't think any of you guys are good yet. So we're going to put you guys in the stankest numbers that I could find. Like, we're going to be in every running back's going to be a 40s number until they earn single digits or stuff like that. So you're going to wear number 47. Imagine, like, you see a guy running, toting that rock for 2,000 yards, and he's number 49. Imagine Emmitt Smith or Barry Sanders wearing 49. Yeah, Angelo, I definitely believe his mom, that the tight end Fox is who I was talking about. He going to be in the portal, man. He going to be like, man, I sat here and let my mom out-talk me. This bullshit. Should have took my ass to Florida State like I wanted to. God bless him, man. Go to the next thing, Miles. Damn. Yeah, so, going back to Deion a little bit, I wouldn't have said this right now. One, I don't think his son's – well, Travis Hunter's good enough to go to one of these guys in the first round. I don't think the other ones are good enough to be able to make this statement, that you can make this statement, man. Deion Sanders says he will allow Travis Hunter and his sons to play for the Eagles, 49ers, Cowboys, Commanders, Ravens, and Falcons. Which is, I think, no, he didn't play for the Eagles. All teams he played for outside of the Eagles. All right. Deion over here direct. Why you don't do that for every kid on your team?
And allow is kind of crazy. That's
like, where's Travis Hunter's parents? For real. Man. Boy, I'd take my son out that school. That might be why Cormani was like, hey, man, this is nuts. This man over here trying to tell me where I get to go to the league. That's my dream. Bitch, I don't care where I play for. I just want to play in the NFL. Imagine the coach coming up and saying, like Travis Hunter got a whole I know he got a mama. I think he got a daddy too. But, like, man, you ain't finna tell me what I can and what I can't do with my – like, what's this scene from that school? Like, the guy from The Wire – he plays, she's like, how you know what's best for my family, bitch? Excuse me, Mr. Coleman. You don't need to yell and cuss at the same time. Only one would suffice. You right. How you know what's best for my family, bitch? That's what I'm going to say if a coach comes and says, like, says this shit to me, dog. The problem with the world in general is that there's a bunch of parents telling the world that these kids ain't shit instead of raising their kids to not be shit. Like, it's wild. This is a product of mama wanted to have. Mama got to have a life too. One of the things that, and I'll leave you on my conspiracy theory shit after this, but one of the problems of the world is we look at the older generations and the sacrifices that they made in order for just to live on a day-to-day. We look at that as weak and we look at that as unnecessary. And I'm going to do something different because you didn't like it, but you didn't take a chance to understand why it was like that. Why were they so hard? And why did the parents whip your ass so hard? They whipped your ass so hard because the consequences of going to jail was more harsh than anything that I can do with this belt. I don't want you to go to the booty house where, those people don't care for you and you're locked in a cage like an animal. Or you look at it, why did grandma leave when granddaddy was cheating? Because why would I split up our resources and then now all of a sudden, instead of us having to pay $3,000 using today's funds, $3,000 a month to live, now it costs us $5,000 to $6,000 a month to live, and that's not helping us create generational wealth. Like, I'm okay. I'm not being physically harmed. I'm not being any of these different things. You lack the discipline. And what ends up happening is kids see these things and then they do the next thing and it's not getting better. Like, you gotta like men, you gotta father your sons. Or you're gonna be having kids yelling and screaming at other kids who or your kids are gonna grow up to be men that yell at kids for leaving to do their best, to live their best lives while they're sitting at a computer typing, being Care Bears. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But again, if Travis Hunter's family has agreed to that, God bless. But it's a reason why Travis Hunter's been in college for 3 years now and still 165 pounds. You're supposed to get bigger in college. Meal plans stink. But what's funny is this is what's going to happen. I've been critical of Deion because I know Deion and I have my reasons, and I don't like this stuff. But y'all have overly praised this man, and I can already see what's going to happen. When he doesn't do what you want him to do, you're going to overly be critical, and then it's going to be too far. And then I'm not going to be able to have my honest assessment anymore because I don't want some of y'all. I don't want to sound the same way as some of y'all. But the transfer portal is going to get wilder. More people are going to enter it. Florida State's not going to, you're not going to see Florida State signing anybody because technically I don't think we could get active until next week because of the penalties. So we shall see when it comes to that. Lastly, but not least, I will leave you with this. Stay out the water. I don't trust killer whales. I don't trust sharks. And now octopuses are just jumping on people and getting random piggyback rides. It doesn't make any sense. Don't know why this is happening. Don't want this to happen. Like, shoot it. That's the only thing. Because it's why they have a beak. So the more you try to mess with it, it could just jab its beak into you. And then the suction cups have like little things on it as well, if I remember correctly. Sky Daddy created this. What is the purpose of an octopus, man? Like, when you think about this, is why I tell when people, James, why do you think the aliens are in the ocean? Octopus. Think about all the little details and like the big ass eyes, the weird head. They could fit in anything. And that's the craziest part. Like, that's terrifying, man. Imagine you in the ocean and you fart and an octopus is there. An octopus can come up inside you, and then now it's like the movie Aliens, and it's going to explode through your stomach. Like, that's what these creatures are out there, and we don't even like. Yeah, all right, y'all keep swimming and shit. Keep doing that stuff, man. I'm telling you, man. When they learn how to walk, like when the shark learns how to walk, I'll learn how to swim.
Déjalo que suba hasta la cabeza y te lo quitas, hombre. Porque ahí se te va a coger todo.
Even the ones that we thought were like cute ones, like stingrays. They killed the crocodile. Nothing on land got Steve Irwin. He had to go into the ocean. He got stabbed by a stingray. That's what I'm saying. Just nah, man, shoot it. I mean, normally I'm with you. Like Polo Kid put, not one person helped him, but found that phone quick. Normally I am with you. But what if I go to help him and the octopus leaves him and it comes to me? Now I got the fucking octopus on me and he gonna run. He's free. Like, listen, y'all, what would y'all do in a scary movie? Like, if somebody falls down, man, that's God's will. I'm not finna go over there. It's no, as I tell my running backs, like if the quarterback fumbles the snap, right? I tell them keep running their path, don't stop. And they're like, Coach, why wouldn't I go get the ball? I said the quarterback fucked up the snap, not you. There's no need for both of us to get fucked up. Let him get fucked up. You go block and try to help. That's what he should have done, is run for help. But that's all I can say, dog. Look, bro, like how often, like one, you shouldn't have had your ass in the water in the first place. I'm over here on dry land. Octopus can't get me on dry land. You took your ass to his living room and decided to try to rob it in its house. It took offense. You come up in my house without like if an octopus comes in my house, in my living room, I'm going to shoot it. If I didn't invite the octopus in the house. And he's black too, so he should know better than this shit. I saw my dog Bud say he goes diving all the time. I expect if Bud called me, because Bud knows me, I need to hit up Bud. If Bud hit me up and said, hey, an octopus was on my back, I was like, you know what? I expect the octopus to be on your back because you always go down there fucking with them octopuses. Don't fuck with the octopuses and the octopuses won't fuck with you. It's only one creature that I do believe would fuck with all of us if it had the opportunity and is trying to think about it. That's the killer whales. Killer whales are just evil individuals, don't understand them, don't know why they look like that, and they do it with the fucking smile on their face. They kill and terrorize with a smile on their face and looking like ocean pandas, which pandas are terrorists too, by the way. But anyways, on that point, man, appreciate you guys for coming up with me. Appreciate the lives. Guys on Twitter, please go check out the pin tweet. Go and again, I'm trying to get people paid, trying to get y'all doing that, trying to grow the channel. I appreciate y'all guys for watching it. We will be here on Friday. There's a Jaguars related show this evening that'll be live. Jaguar show 11 o'clock next on Friday as well. We'll hopefully be pushing content out. I gotta find anybody who knows a camera guy in Tallahassee. Hit me up. My camera guy can't make it. Outside of that, we'll see you guys Friday.